It's Craft Corner. How is everyone doing? I am doing very well. I have ideas today, and I will be working on a Displacer beast. It was after a long talk with my husband, and I was trying to figure out what my next one would be. And long story short, I was looking at this Panther, and I looked at the Displacer beast, and I'm like, yeah, that would work. So that's what I'm doing. I am on. Sorry, it took me about a minute past the time I usually come on. But I am on. I'm also working on this. I think this would look amazing. And I'm going to be doing glow in the dark. And then I'm going to do a cover of clear over. But I'm going to do glow in the dark around the butterfly. Place these into the glow in the dark. And then, do a clear pour over it later. That's my goal. So that's one thing I thought about doing today. But the big one I want to work on is the Displacer beast. And I actually have black, which I am definitely going to be wearing gloves for. Black gloves for my Displacer beast. So I'm going to be wearing gloves because black stains your hand. How are you doing, Audie? How's the puppies you're taking care of? Okay, so I know what I'm after. I know what I want to do. I also am going to pour a glow-in-the-dark pink into one of these, which is one of these. If I can get it off. Shouldn't make it too hard. And use this middle one right here. I think it's the middle one right here to pour into this to make it. But yeah, I have a idea of maybe a glow in the dark, either green or blue on this to make this. I also have 4 more coasters that I think will look amazing. I think my husband will agree with that.
The coasters should always look amazing.
Yeah, with the look of this glass in it. So it's going to be quite an interesting take. So let's get started. I have a tale to tell while I'm doing my resin pouring. So I am going to do a little bit of resin pouring, but not a lot, because my mind is on making that Displacer beast. So hold a second, please. Uh-huh. Definitely. Uh-huh. And I have to get all my cups for the resin pour. That's my cups. Yeah, last night. It was about maybe 1, 2-ish in the morning. Something decided to jump on my foot. Literally. Jump on my foot. Scared the bejeebies at me. Okay, I could do that in the pink. Yeah, I think that would look good. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. Sorry, I'm just thinking here. So, yeah, last night I was sleeping. Something jumped on my foot. Not a joke. So that was my tale. Oh dear. So, I'm going to do glow in the dark. Uh-huh. So, what do you think jumped on my foot? I can give you about 3 guesses. 3 guesses and let me know what you think jumped on my foot. And I kicked. Exactly. I don't like that. I hate that, to be honest. I hate it to the core. So what do you think jumped on my foot? Yep. I kicked. I mean, Jeff didn't feel this. For some odd reason, he slept through it. But I kicked that sheet or that bed as fast as I could to get that thing off of me. And it jumped from a very far away part. I mean, it actually literally jumped. And I felt it on my foot. And then it tried to walk over my foot again. I kicked one more time and I said, nope. If you're here, I'm turning on the light. Oh, true. Yeah, it wasn't no snake. Thank goodness. I'm not afraid of snakes. I used to have a pet garter snake. Oh, that would have been freaking me out. If it was a cat, I would have no problem. You know, if we had cats, there would be no mice.
Well, less mice.
Or less mice. Hi, Justina. How are you doing? We're doing resin and we are doing a gorgeous, and I mean gorgeous. We're making a gorgeous, well, I guess you can call it gorgeous. I'm actually going to be making a displacer beast. It's like a panther with tentacles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's a kitty cat, sort of. It's a
Does not play well with others.
yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what my husband just said. Does not play well. Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing very good. So right now, first, I am going to make this little thing. I have 4. Can you hand me those things, please?
What's that, Jen?
The molds.
No, because I don't know what more you mean.
Right there.
Literally.
On the very first one. And underneath is all 4 of them. Be very gentle. Yes, thank you. And I'm planning on making these type of molds right here with beautiful, shiny mirror-like things.
Shiny, happy people.
With a background of glow in the dark. Let me know what you think about that idea. I think it's a brilliant idea, but we'll see how it goes. But yep. Whoa! As I said, molds. They're not set in stone yet, but they will be. So what I'm thinking about is making like a star-like one, and then a square with a minimal square. And then I want like 4 different kinds on here. That's my goal. So I'm doing very good. Had not a fright last night, but I had enough of a what's it called?
And a very enthusiastic reason to get up early.
Yeah, I had a very early morning start due to a little mouse that jumped on my foot. I was like, nope, I am turning on the light and I'll try and sleep with the light on. Oh, I had one more. What did you do with it? Sorry, I'm talking to my stuff here. Okay, let's just start working with the resin. I am a resiner. I do resin pieces. I have several of them. I will be adding all of them onto my Shopify. I make this is a glow in the dark pink with a gorgeous butterfly in the background. It's not gorgeous. Of course, drop it. And I have so many different things I have planned today. Sorry. And I am also going to be working on clay.
Is a technical term there?
What?
You were talking and then you went, I thought it must have been a technical term.
Dear, thank you. Okay, let's have some fun.
Just as much of a technical term as that was.
Yeah. Thank you, dear.
Anytime,
I love you too, dear. Very, very much, dear.
You're my favorite one.
You're my favorite husband. Yes, I do. I do. If you want, I can show you a couple of my clay projects. Would you like to see them? That I already done. I made 3 different dinosaurs. I made a manticore, which is right now not with me. I made a ferocious little kitty, which is right behind me. I make a lot of resin. Yeah, I make a lot of resin stuff. Now, I doubled. Okay, the reason I'm doubling my hands. Okay, hand me the Triceratops, dear heart.
The Triceratops.
Yeah, the Triceratops.
There.
Yes.
There we go.
Meet the Triceratops. This is one of my artworks I've done. He's made pretty well. I think I've done really well with him. Has gorgeous little purple and gold on him. And gorgeous frill. Okay, you can put him back. Hand me the egg-bound dinosaur, which is a brontosaurus.
Your first attempt.
This was my first attempt at making a dinosaur. Originally, it was supposed to be just a brontosaurus, but because I made it too thick in the belly area, it's called an egg-laying dinosaur. And you can see why I said egg-laying. Because it has a big fat belly. So it is an egg-laying dinosaur. So what do you think? That is my brontosaurus. Okay, can you put this brontosaurus and bring that baby of my Anki?
Mm-hmm.
Bring that Anki over.
Working on it, Dan. Slide that in there. There we go.
Yep. This is the Ankylosaurus. I think I've done fairly well on him. You can even see the almost like the mouth right there. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I did work really hard on this little guy. I think he turned out really good. That is my Ankylosaurus. Now, one thing I like about it is I use these eyes and then I worked around those eyes. And I'll do that with the Displacer beast also. Okay. Can you put this back up? go get me my handy washy.
You mean one of your wipes?
The wipes are in the other room.
Yes.
And last but not least, I will have my husband hand me 2 other things. One is from Shop Titans, believe it or not. I have to wash. No, there's a full one.
You want the full one, definitely.
Yeah, the
100%.
full
Give
one.
me the full one.
Yes.
All right.
My husband's bringing me baby wipes. They are a necessary part of resin parts. A necessary part of the resin. Okay, tell me that you're gonna have to be very careful and don't touch the white part.
Well, too late. It was the easiest way to grab it. You didn't tell me in time. They have to wash off. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just have warned me beforehand.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I have to grab them. Put them in. Put them down like that. Thank you.
Why are you handing me? Why are you just for display purposes doing that?
Well, most of the way he's dry, but he's not dry in the front.
No, I found the wet bit. It's fine.
This right here is from the Shop Titans. I think I did a fairly well job of making the Shop Titans little
How long ago did you paint that?
monster. The thing is, he's still a little sticky and a little messy. I have to refix him.
Question. It's not a difficult one.
Last week.
Why is it still?
Because I didn't use yeah, he's still sticky. That's why I wanted to work on him a little bit to clean him up a little bit. But yeah, he's definitely, he turned out really good. It's just he's really, really sticky. So I gotta clean him up a little bit. But that is my Yeti that I made. Now, can you hand me the last, my very, very first clay project?
Depends on the paint on it.
It's painted, but it's dry.
Mm-hmm.
For real, it's dry. And you know how old it is. It's my very, very first one.
I thought the dinosaur was your first one. You're telling me the Manticore is.
No. Ferocious Little Kitty.
Oh, Precious Kitty, of course. Yes, that's right.
So Ferocious Little Kitty is my and by the way, I do have a Patreon. I just haven't gotten my Patreon really moving because I can't keep my promise until we move to the new home. Right, dear?
Right there.
No matter how much I tried, I can't. And this is my very, very first try at making a Ferocious Little Kitty. It wasn't actually a Ferocious Kitty. It was more of a, what is it called? That cat person like thing.
I don't know, dear.
I can't think. It was a D&D guy.
Still don't know, dear.
You are writing a book about it that was going after somebody.
No, still lost me.
It was over in... Well, anyways, that is my very first clay project. I think I did fairly well on it.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now, because it looks nothing like it, unfortunately.
No, it doesn't. But
You're talking about a Rakshasa.
it's supposed to be a Rakshasa. It didn't turn out that way. A lot of people want to call it a goblin. Some other people will call it a cat with big teeth. Whatever. But that's my very first try at a Ferocious Little Kitty. My very first trying to make a Rakshasa. Didn't work. So this was my very first project. Very, very first. Now you can put my very, very first somewhere else there.
Yeah.
So it's not in my way. So, ready for some resin work? Yay! Okay. we are going for resin first. Now, I'm going to use 2 of these. I love these because they are fun to work with. Love these because they don't have the little inner things on it. I hate those that have inner things in it because it's hard to clean. My word, is it hard to clean. So the type with the outer part on it, I like. So I have it in my measurement size. Awesome. So we have a few little things I'm going to be doing. So we're going to first do this. So 20 and up to 60. So I have to pour up to 20 and then up to 60. So this is A versus B. So B, I put 20. I cannot see it. Hon, can you turn on the light?
I can.
Please.
I will.
Thank you. Okay, that's 20. Okay. And then the red, this one right here, will be up to 60. So it's 40. So 20 and 40 because it's 2 to 1. 40. And there you go. And then you stir it. Now I have a stirring stick here. I love my stirring stick. It's the one I usually run to. And yeah. So we're going to do the stirring stick part right here. It goes from cloudy to perfect. Now, I don't have one of those resin machines. You know, it's a resin machine that will do bubbles or break bubbles. I do it a different way. I have like a little torch that I use to do the bubbles. So first thing we're going to do is I want to work on this little project right here first. Then we'll work on the other little project. So and I think this will be very pretty when it's all done. Okay, dear heart, can you put this back up and leave this thing underneath it so you don't touch the, and put it up there for right now. We'll clean that later. It has to be clear. If it's not clear at the bottom, which it's almost there, you don't want any what you call, not hairs, but you don't want any unmixed resin. Now, we are going to be doing, I'm thinking of a green, a blue color. My favorite color is blue. This is. So we're going to use this right here. It glows in the dark. And we're going to use this one right here, which glows in the dark. Yeah. That'll be cool. So we're going to move this over this way after I make it, because it's going to stay in place. So that's what my goal is. So I need to put this in here because I need to do about So I have these little things right here. I love these little things because they work just as well as the big ones. This one I use for mixing. So first things I do is I clear this up so you do not see any bubbles. And we want to mix these two together. So and if you lift it up to about this high, you won't get any bubbles. So we are going to put glow in the dark. After I find something. Hello. I do crochet also, and right now I'm in a crochet along. So I do that. Right now I'm not doing crochet, I'm doing this. So what I'm going to do is 1 hour of this and then 1 hour of the Displacer beads. That's my goal for today. Come on. Why are you not coming off? Yay, we got it. So yeah, I am going to be doing the Displacer beast. I will be making it. But I'm going to do a little bit of resin because I do resin also. You have a crochet business, cool. Yeah, I'm part of the, that's what I'm after, thank you. Talking to my I do a lot of resin. I do some clay. Crochet is one thing I did when I was really frustrated or anything. I just ran to crochet. But that's cool. Crochet business, awesome. Yeah, I'm doing, I have a Shopify business. So I'm going to do this right here. And I have a lot of things. I still have a lot more to add, but I have a lot of things. That's, this is so pretty. Okay. We're going to do it this way. It just gives it a little sparkle. Oh, thank you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and then I do clay products. I do crochet. I do resin. I'm not the one who does wood. My husband's the one who does wood.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm mixing the glow in the dark blue with a glow in the dark. Yeah, glow in the dark is one of the good ones. I love glow in the dark. Okay. Now, later on down the road, my husband and I are moving. So I'm moving this off for a second. You'll understand why. I know the way I want it set up, but I have to do the no piece of lint or whatever you are. So right now I'm taking them off so I can kind of glue them in, if that makes sense. And how you do that, and when I say glue them in, I mean actually it's not glue, but the resin is going to be around the gorgeous, as you can tell, here's this right here. Here's a butterfly right there. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be using this blue right here. Bring it out like this because I can tell you how serious I am about the resin because I love working with resin. I do love working with clay now. Clay is like one of the mediums I run to also. So, and I have sold a few things. I do make custom made things too. I do make custom made things. There we go. Why don't you just roll down like this, please? I'll use this right here. Hello. Let it go. Thank you. Let it go. So what I'm doing is I'm setting it up right here. Now, as you can tell, this part is right now covered with resin. And this is my glue for this thing. I am using it for glue. Now, put that right there. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take this right here and we're going to set it right in there. And we're going to set this in like that. In like that. All the way up to the top. And you want this to go over here and stay in place. Same situation here. And then what you want to do is bring this over to the edge. And it holds it in place. So we're going to wipe that part off over there. So I need this to hold it in place. So as you can tell, I have this all in place like that. If you see it, it's going into place like that. Now I'm going to be working on the displacer piece shortly. I just really felt the need to work on this window, like setting. And this one right here. So what I just did is I got that part right there and that part right there where it's nice and flowy up. It will shine through when it's done. It'll be very, very shining. Then you want to bring this over to the edge and tighten it there. And then you want to put this one to the edge here. And kind of look like it's make sure that's nice and tight to the edge. And then right here, as you saw before, that one to the top. Now it will be a glow in the dark in the background. So I think the glow in the dark will bring it out a lot. My crochet or my other thing is usually on Wednesdays. That's when I do the crochet. So I do crochet live. I do another thing also. But I think adding just one or two little things here will help it. Then we're going to have fun making something else. So this goes back in here. And we're going to mix this with the back right here.
Oh, blow me over.
Bless you, dear heart.
Thank you, dear. Probably need it.
Yeah. I guess so. You do. And then what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just lightly, not pour, but aim it just right. So it shows up more of the glow in the dark look. Then I'm gonna take this, pull it into that. And you want it also into this little section right in here where the butterfly is. Make sure it's tight against the side where you're working on. I always do that to make sure it's nice and tight to the side. Bring that down. So that helps you see what I have in mind. Now this one is ready to dry, and then afterwards I do a pour of clear resin over it, or light sheen of glow in the dark. Light sheen. Then we will do a glow in the dark pink. So that one's going to be for something else, but I like how that turned out. Let's go get this little guy dried. Right, dear?
Sounds like a plan, dude.
Yeah, at least it's not falling and breaking or anything like that. I think that looks really almost professional. Yeah, that's going to look good. It will. It'll look really good when it's all said and done. Won't it?
Mm-hmm.
So. Oh, marbles. Stop it. There. And I'm back. Like I said, I really wanted you to see that I guess it's a stained glass effect. When you think of that mirrored look, kind of gives it a stained glass look. So now we are going to use the main resin here. And we're going to go with pink. Now you're probably wondering why pink? Well, I still have something I have to finish. And I've been looking at it and I'm like, it needs to get finished. And what needs to get finished, and it's glow in the dark, is this. Nope, that's not it. It's in here. It's definitely here. I just don't know where I put it at the moment. But it's here. And it's like this, but it's going to be that pink one with the pink hearts, and it has like a rose on it. But it kind of reminds you of this. I have to do the innards, but something like that. But it has roses on it. So that's what I'm working on at the moment, just to finish that off so I can say I did it, it's done, it's out of here. You know what I mean? Now I usually go for at least 3 hours when I'm working with resin because I have a lot I do with resin. And I mean a lot. And then I'm going to be working on that Displacer piece. I'm really excited about that Displacer piece, to be honest. So let's do the resin. Sorry if I go quiet. I'm thinking here. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, that'll work really good. So we want to put about this much pink because it does glow in the dark pink. Trust me on that.
You understand, shop?
Okay, thanks for letting me know, Dad. So this is glow in the dark pink. I am going to be adding this one right here, which is a glow in the dark pink glitter. Yes, it actually glows in the dark. Then I still need to do an ocean one, but I'll hold off on doing that one. But we're doing the glow in the dark pink. About that much. You don't need a whole lot of glow in the dark stuff. Trust me. It goes a long way. Do not put any strings or anything in your resin when you're doing this or hair. And this is just to finish up or sort of finish up one of my projects I was working on for a while. I go very quiet when I'm doing this so I can concentrate. I'm right now pouring this pink glow in the dark. I go very quiet when I'm actually concentrating, guys. This is one thing I do. So we're going to take some of that pink and we're going to just make sure it's all mixed in.
Excuse me.
Okay, and we are going to make sure this stays in. Because I have a pink, it's gorgeous, by the way. It's pink. You've seen it. You've seen it.
I think I'll just have cereal this morning.
Okay, dear. Now, what I do here is this part, because it is in here, I'm going to make sure it all covers the edge. Now, I'm going to do what you call a sweep. Because I want it to come out nice and fluid, or not fluid, but, you know. So we're fixing this up. So what I need to use is something different than that. And I have a perfect idea. I'm going to use my needle. It takes out all the bubbles from it. Okay. And then I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to lightly pop it. I'll probably do a standard, but this is the thing that's going to go onto the gorgeous little, you want it to kind of go down to the bottom, go down to the other side. And that is going to go onto the gorgeous thing that I worked on for a while. But that's glow in the dark. It'll look amazing when it's done. My husband made me this contraption to hold it. So that helps a whole lot. Wouldn't you agree? Now, Displacer Beast time. Woohoo! After I put this over here. I told you, one half for resin and the other half for the other. Yeah, that looks amazing. I love that book. I love the look of that one. So now we are working on the Displacer Beast. After I find a can you go in here, honey?
What are we looking for now?
A tiny one. Something tiny to put this in. Oh my God.
There's a whole series of
No, not that. Wrong one. Next one. Let me see. I could, I suppose. Anything else tiny?
Yeah? No.
Okay, go to the next one.
One of these, maybe?
No.
Why? Seriously?
It's picky.
All those?
Maybe the yeah, one of those.
This one?
Yeah, one of those.
There you go.
One of these. Although I could probably put it in a butterfly too. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, so we just finished we're finishing up the resin as we speak. I think I'll use it on this. Took me a while to think, but I think I've figured out what I want to do with the glow in the dark. I was like, I want tiny. Well, I have this extra bit of glow in the dark. So we're finishing the glow in the dark, and then we're going to work on the Displacer Beast. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right in here. Glow in the dark blue. I think that would be very pretty with the glow in the dark little dot. It's been cantankerous. What else is new? So there's a blue glow in the dark. I think I like that. Now I'm going to do a blue swirl in that area for glow in the dark. And then I'm going over into this little section right here to bring in the blue glow in the dark. I like that. And then you go in here, do the same setup right here. Get the blue right into that little section right there. One thing I've learned working with resin is don't rush it. You never rush the blue resin. So this is going to be glow in the dark. Definitely glow in the dark blue. It's going to look amazing too when it's done. But right now it looks like nothing. Except for I'm putting... Okay. And that clears that area up a little bit right there. I'm so excited about working on this Displacer beast. I have to look at some pictures to make certain I'm doing it just right, because when I work on this Displacer beast, I want it to look exactly like what I've seen. This Displacer beast is really freaky. It has 6 legs, for real. 6 legs. And yeah. Sorry. Now, I'm cleaning up so it doesn't come in the wrong spots, because I have certain ways I want this to look, and one I don't want is any in the wrong place. So that looks pretty good. Okay. So I'm going in through here just a tad, just to make certain I got it. Going in here just a tad, just to make certain I got it. And that clears up so it doesn't look like it's a mess. So it has a little dot here. It has a little dot there. It has a little bit of resin in those pieces. Now, the one area I want to work on is right on this one right here. Looks so cool when it does that. And then one right up in here. So what I just did is I'm leaving these 3 alone. I'm leaving this one alone, that one alone. Gonna do these 2, and those are done. Looking good. And then I want to do the tips of the bottom with a glow-in-the-dark blue. I just want to have that little tips right in here with a glow-in-the-dark blue. And then I want to do the top, the glow-in-the-dark blue. Same here. With a glow-in-the-dark blue. And that will be an interesting looking butterfly when it's all dried. So let me go put these away to dry, because you have to have them drying. And then we go on to the Displacer beast after I finish up that little blue thing there. That's going to look amazing. I love the look. I love the looky. That looks amazing. Okay. Now, we still have some pink and we have some blue. Well, I try. So we could use this one right here. Now, I made a lot of these penguins before, but we could use this one and this penguin and finish it off in the penguin. I think that would be kind of cool to have a glow-in-the-dark penguin. What do you think? Think we did it. That's the penguin. That's to finish the penguin. And we'll go and do that to it. Better not to waste the resin. That's what I say. Don't waste the resin when you're working with it. So there's the glow-in-the-dark penguin. So we have a penguin right now being made into a glow-in-the-dark. Make certain you do not have any bubbles. So you go in to the little grooves area. Make certain you get all those bubbles out. So we're going to have a glow-in-the-dark penguin, guys. Glow-in-the-dark. I love glow-in-the-dark. I think I fell for the glow-in-the-dark look for a while. So there's the glow-in-the-dark penguin. I'll put that somewhere else later on. And we are now going to finish up this one. And I was thinking, well, we could put, we still have some of this pink. We could put the pink into this one right here. Go into a weird mold. And just finish up the pink as much as you can in this area right here. Now this is all glow in the dark too, so why not, right? And that can be made into something very unique later on. So that's now what you want to do is you don't want it on the outside of it. So you want to go right here, wipe down that area right there. When I work with resin, I actually put my all in my resin. So I'm thinking pink and blue. I think that would be a very interesting combination. And then what I can do is I can kind of swirl them and make it very unique. So it's swirled. No, I just had to. I can use this right here to kind of swirl it a little bit. So what I'll do is I'll swirl that. Kind of bring out a little bit of a swirly look. And then kind of looks like fire in it. It really does. That looks amazing. I like that. It really does look like fire in this. That's really cute. I wish I could show you this look. Oh my word, this is so cute. Really cute. Wow. Let me show you what it looks like. That's not the one I want. Not the one I want. I want that bigger one. Oh, for God's. For God's. I'll show you how glow in the dark this is. So pretty. Hun, turn off the light for just a second so I can show this glow in the dark. I'll have to pop the bubble. I just saw a bubble. Thank you. Jeff, can you turn off the light for just a second so I can show the glow in the dark? I think that just brings it out. I love the look of it. Absolutely love this look. You don't want a bubble in there. Yep, be right back. Let me put this away and let me put the other one away, and then I will start working on the displacer piece, guys. The displacer piece will look amazing when it's all done. By the way, I found my dolphin I was telling you about. There's that dolphin. It's jumping out of the water type of look. I'm planning on getting a gel medium to make it really look like it's jumping out of water, which will be amazing. And we have a cute little penguin. Glow in the dark one at that. Okay. Now I'm going to move these little guys out of the way so I don't fall over them. Okay. Now it's Displacer Beast time. Woohoo! We're going to have some fun making a Displacer Beast. Really going to have fun doing it. Now, should I do the head first or should I do the body? Okay. Well, for now, we'll put this right here because that needs to be thrown. Okay. We have a Displacer Beast. I have the color I need. This can go up here for right now. Don't fall. And in here is some clay. Black clay. One here. One here. So the Displacer Beast is a black cat-like creature with some tentacles. Now, the question I have, and it's not a question from you guys, it's for me. The question I have for myself is how to go about doing it. Well, need my cutter, and I don't have my cutter, but breaking it apart won't be a big deal. Don't you agree? Breaking it apart won't be a big deal. No. So. Just trying to get the clay out. Okay. So we're going to go with a black clay. As you can tell, this is black right here. I am going to somehow break it apart. Can you go get me a knife? I don't know what I did with my my other knife. That's for clay only, unless it's on my bed, on my desk. Oh, there's armature wire. I didn't realize I had armature wire. Oh, whatever. Let's have some fun, guys. Ah, there you are. I have my cutter. Woohoo, I love my cutter. So this will cut through anything it says. Will it cut through anything? This is Primo, by the way. Primo Black. Primo Black. And I have to season it, or not season it, but you know what I mean. Okay. We're going to start with this. Should I start with the head or should I start with the body? Well, this is armature wire. Supposed to be very bendy. So we're going to do an armature wire. Very bendy. Which way are you going? Oh, it's this way. Okay.
I think I need more toast.
Husband's getting toast. Can you bring me a coffee? So I needed an armature wire. So I have this one right here. See this? Isn't it amazing? So I'm probably going to need about this big. Now where's my cutter? Cutter's right here. Yay, I love my cutter. I have an armature wire cutter. And it's cut. Yay, we got an armature wire cutter. Now, for this lovely little beast, we need to get an idea if we want it right here. Do it like this. And this is for the body. So we want to get an idea if we want it for the body like that. Because it needs to have 6 legs. Now, one thing I use is did I leave it out here? I hope I did. Oh, Myrtles, I didn't. Okay. I use foil to go on the inside. So we could do what you call, we could go like this. I'm right now just working on the idea of my creature I'm making. Because I'm not doing the face yet or the head. I'm just doing the body. So right now wrapping the wire around each other. So I'm not doing anything yet until I am sure of what I want to do. I know I want to make a displacer piece. I told you that's what I'm making. But to get in your brain of how to make what you want to make, it's kind of like how I was with the it was kind of how I made the other thing. Yeah, that'll work. So this should be long and lengthy. Long and linky. And then you use this right here to to flatten it and not flatten it, but you know. So it doesn't hurt your hand. So we just got the idea of the lengthy body. At the moment, it looks like nothing, but it's a lengthy body. So this is the length of the body. I think that looks good for the length. And the head, so we have to do the head next. The head will be the most easiest one, I think. Thank you. The head will be about this big, I think. Maybe about that big. So I'm going to be wrapping something around to keep the head nice and flat. Okay. So I'm using this armature wire to get an idea how I want this head. Okay. So we'll do the head. Sorry, I'm going into a mode of trying to figure out how I'm going to do the head. Okay, I think I got an idea. Okay. And then this will go right here, holding it in place. Okay, and then this will and this one will go okay. So the head will go up to here. This is where the head will be. And this will be the body. Okay, so I have an idea where I want my head. Up here. So what we're going to do is we're going to twist this so it holds it in place. Twist it and hold it in place and pull this out so the head looks reasonable. Okay, now let's work on the clay. We're going to soften this clay by working on the clay. Do I have clay softener? No, I had it, but I cleaned the area up a little bit. This is like harder than harder than brick. I don't think the gloves is going to help me. I need my hand to kind of soften it, if that makes sense. So we're going to do little by little. Yeah, that works. Now I'm going to use my fingers to get the clay to soften. As you can see, there's the clay right here. And you have to knead it and go back and forth until it's nice and softened. And then you go to the other one. So I think I got it. It's now starting to soften. Okay, it's starting to soften. Yeah, kneading is needed to do this. And you have to have kind of your hands being sort of sweaty for it. Yeah, it does need it. Kneading is hard, but it has to be done. Because what I'm doing is I'm doing the head. So I was looking at my armature wire that I just did right here. See what I did right there? That part right there. This is for the head. This is for the head of the creature. And this is going in here. So what we'll do is we'll start making it where it's in there. Oh, that's nice and kneaded. Okay, so, whoa. But I did definitely need it. I know something fell. Ah, there you are. So this is now nice and kneaded. You have to use your fingers to knead it, and it takes a little bit of time. Usually if you use a little bit of something else, like clay softener, it'll soften it even more. But I don't know where my clay softener is. I do have it. It's called Mr. Sculpey clay softener. And like I said, it'll start, changing the color of my hand. Okay. Now we wrap this together. We wrap this together and it will be okay. This Black Primo is very, very tough right now. Ooh, hot. I'm looking for my Primo, my clay softener. Unless I put it up there. That could be where I put it. Oh, here's Jeff. He's speaking.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, you'll see it soon enough. does it say?
It says Sticks Head Indoor. How is everyone?
Well, I'm stretching and kneading and getting this so it's nice and soft so I can work with it.
I don't have to type in chat. They can hear me.
Yeah, I know. I can definitely hear you. I'm right now trying to figure out what I did with something. It's a clay softener and I can't find it. But then again, I
Typing
did.
is just for the people who watch live later.
Oh, it might be. Okay. As you can tell, I want to put this around a ball of baby.
Yes, dear.
Do you know where because if I can work it around a ball, then this, I can put it into the little hole in here. And then I can start working on the Displacer beast. But it's, as you can tell, it's not better than it was. It's nice and easy to move around now. Be right back. Well, I look for the, because I need my marbles. Ow. Ow. I hate this one. Okay, here we go. Ha, finally I can move around. Be right back, guys. I am here. I just got to find one thing. One thing only. I mean, I could wrap it around that, but that wouldn't look right. No, it's not in there. No, it's not there. Where in the world did I put you? My hand hurts. Not there. Not in the borax. I just need some foil. That's all I need is foil. Then I can make a ball out of the foil. Foil, where did I put you? Yep. Nope. You're not the perfect amount of foil I need. Foil, 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 foil. I found you. Okay, so one thing I learned with clay, you can wrap foil and save yourself some clay. That's one thing I learned about clay. Ignore that noise. It just fell on the floor. Okay. We have foil. Everyone, we have foil. So, let's do this. I do need to soften the other parts of the clay. And the best way to soften is just using your own hand. You can't use it with the gloves because it just doesn't want to soften. You can tell this one's softened because it's like completely nice and malleable. See? Malleable, like really much more malleable than the other one. But you can malleable it, and yeah. So that's malleable. And then you need to become malleable on these. Now this is Primo clay. It's called Sculpey Primo. So it's Primo clay. And I do have a foil. So I could work with the foil first and then work on the clay. So clay sure is taking me a while. So we're going to make a foil, and we're going to make a foil ball. So this is making a foil ball. And you want it to be nice and flat because you don't want any sharp edges at all. No sharp edges. They hurt. So this is the foil. And you want to strengthen it, and you want to make certain it's nice and flat. And you use this foil to set up your armature. And this goes into this right in here. As you can see, I am right now fitting it into the armature. If I have painter's tape, I would use painter's tape. I don't have any painter's tape, but I can fit it right into the armature. There you are. There's the armature. Okay. There's the head. Well, we got the head right there. Doesn't look like anything yet, right? Not yet. But it will. Now, let's make the clay to go over the armature. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it to round out the... I'm just visualizing this gorgeous Displacer beast and its snarling face. And I think the face is much easier to do. Now, I have something here called a roller. See this? Woohoo! I got a roller. So what we're going to do is we're going to flatten it just enough so we can put it around that armature. What I might do I know it sounds kind of crazy, is take this right here, and we are going to work with the armature, but we're going to do something else. Right now it looks like nothing. Seriously. Oh, I'm sorry you have a headache. So I'm going to set this right here. That makes it a little bit nicer. And doesn't get resin all over. Old resin stuff. Now, we will use this for my... It helps freshen it up a little bit. But it's going to be gorgeous when it's done. It's just right now, it's like, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Didn't I do this with the dogs? If I remember right, when I made the dogs, I was like, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I'll try. Well, that's what I'm going to do with the Displacer Beast. So, this part right here can go right over this part right here. Okay. So this part, we are right now working on the face part.
Blow me over.
I don't know why I chose the face. I guess I do better with the facial part than the body part. And we're going to push in right there, and we're going to push in right here. And we're going to rub it in. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the Displacer Beast, so I hope it turns out really good. But we'll see. But that starts the process of the face. Shoulder features. Now, we will work on the next part of this. So I'm breaking this up right now. And then I'm going to use this to do It's better using the roller. Trust me when I say that. That's part of the kneading process. I like baby wipes because baby wipes work with you. It's right now crumbly. Needs to be worked out. So right now we're going to just work on this part first. And then keep working on it. Keep working on it. So you take it, flatten it down, keep working on it. This is the part of the kneading. Keep working on it. Oh, it always comes out in the end. It does. Whatever I have in mind actually does come out in the end. I mean, I remember when I was working on the Triceratops. I remember when I was working on the other one. It all worked out in the end, didn't it? Now that's somewhat worked on, now I can do the kneading. So how you do the kneading, grab all the little extra bits of black that you left on the table, and then you knead it, and it's now starting to be more easier to do. I already put the head on right there. I think I am right in my assumption of how the head's supposed to go on. At the moment, it looks like nothing. I will be using a animal eyes. We know that black cats have slits in their eyes. We know cats have slits in their eyes, period. So, not slits like a snake, but they do have slits. So this part right now, as you can tell, is now much easier to work with. I like the fact that I used my my thing there, this thing right here, the roller, to make it much more manageable to work with. So I usually take this, go like this, make certain it's tight, and then I use my hand to put my oils in it, sort of, I guess. You use your own oils to kind of make it nice and flat. See, look at that ball. Isn't that a gorgeous ball? Okay. Now we're going to turn it like this. And we're going to flatten it now. I don't have one of those spaghetti machines or whatever machines everyone else uses. I'm doing this all by hand. No special machines except for my hands and rollers. And the rollers I'm talking about is this roller right here. It's a hand roller. It kind of reminds me of when you're working with not Play-Doh, but well, I've worked with Play-Doh before. Oh, that's looking nice and oh, I love the sheen. I love the sheen of this. It's looking good. Now, see how nice and flat that is? Now, we have this little guy right here. He's going right like this. Let's see. You have, why are you not up where it was originally? That's more like it. Thank you. So, we have the head right here. Anyways, we will be painting it with a black 4.0 or whatever it is one suggested. And you want to make certain you have the eyes of this creature. You want the eyes of the creature. And I love the look of the we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Notice the difference. We already have this part right here. You can see the eyebrow part of the head. Here's the eyebrow part of the head. So there's 2 eyebrows right there. And this part right here is linky and it's inward in here. And it gives you an idea what I'm planning on doing. Now, I'm still needing to work on the snout, which is the mouth part. So take more clay and let's work on the mouth part of it. We're getting somewhere because before it was not looking like anything, was it? It was looking like a piece of wire. That's all it was looking like. So what I'm going to do is soften the clay at the moment. And I'm going to use my clay thing, the roller, to soften the clay. It always helps to soften the clay because that clay needs to be softened before I can use it. So you're watching me sort of, I wouldn't say it's rough on me, but you're watching me sort of kneading the clay. Because at the moment I'm making a Displacer beast. It will be made correctly. Shaping it happening. Yep, exactly. I shape it. I fix it to look like the nose and the mouth. Now I know the nose and the mouth does not look like that. I mean it's looking good, but it's not quite Displacer beast-esque. But I love the look where the eyes will be. The eye will be right here and right in here. And you make certain you put that indent in here. You want that indent for that eyes. Because after all, it's going to be wild eyes. So right now, I'm working on the part where you have to not season it, but whatever you call it, where you work on the clay until it's nice and kneaded. And I'm glad I'm doing it in black. I'm actually doing it in black because that's the color of the Displacer beast is 8 black. And black is And as you can tell, I'm now starting to get it nice and kneaded. Now, the Displacer piece will look black because that's the color. So I was like, well, I have black clay. Black clay will work great for the Displacer piece. That's what was my thoughts. So we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go like this. And then I think we are going to finish this part up on the back end of it. And I just want to finish this part off. Have I put too much? I love the eyes. I'm glad I did the eyes because I'm going to put the eyes of the. Now I need to make certain the nose is out here a little bit and then the mouth comes out like this. That's what I need to do. And at the moment I'm using a little bit of black clay to kind of cover up any mishaps and stuff like that. And I wish I had my ball stylus, but of course I misplaced a lot of things. So I'm using my fingers to do a lot of the reshapings and stuff like that. Okay, and then we take a little bit of this right here, go over this area right here, and make certain it's wrapped around nice and flat. Now I'm going to go look at a big cat. I'm sorry. I have to look at a big cat to get an idea what I want to do. I know what a Displacer beast looks like. I've seen them. Not real life, but... And no, I never looked at the movie, but in the books it explains it. Because it's like having a big cat, like a big panther is what the Displacer beast looks like. It's a big panther. So I take a little bit of black, really work it in with my hands, Then flatten it really, really tight. And then rub it into this section right here. When you are working with clay, it can be unforgiving sometimes. At the moment, it looks like a bloody rabbit to me. I'm not kidding. It looks like a rabbit. It's like, I'm a rabbit. I'm not no Displacer beast. You're making me look like a rabbit. Now, we got that part done, most likely. You use your roller for defining. Same situation here. Now I'm going to go look at a big cat. But we got most of the Displacer beast face except for the round nose. The nose is supposed to be more flat. It doesn't look like a Displacer beast yet, but it will. It will. But at the moment, it looks like, what am I making here? But looks pretty good. Now it's probably looking like a turtle. If this was flat like this, it would look like a turtle. But no, I'm... Be right back to go look at a big cat because I need a picture of a big cat, me with the face. Panther snarling. Panther snarling. Let's see what we can find. Growling, snarling. I just want images. Thank you. Okay. Now I can get an idea of what I did wrong. Actually, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Now I need to make the little bit of a poof of a facial mouth. And then I think we're good. on the mouth, and then we can work on the snarl. This is just the upper part, not the bottom part. The bottom part I will work on the bottom part too. But yeah. Probably use that one as my guide. Just view the anonymous picture. Okay, so I have the eyes. Is the eyes too far away? No, I think I got them pretty much right. Yeah, I think I got them pretty much right. Okay, now we will work on the little snouty area. Doesn't look like anything right now. It looks like a turtle. In my book, it looks like a black turtle. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, it looked like a black turtle to me, the turtle head. So, it looked like a turtle head. But you can let me know your thoughts. To me, it actually did look like a turtle head. I know. It actually looks like a turtle head. You tell me this does not look like a turtle head. Here, I'll show you the end result so far. It's so funny. Oh dear. It doesn't look like a Displacer paste. No. We're in the early stages, guys. So even if it's the early stages, understand that you have to work with the clay and the clay has to work with you. Right now, I'm working on the clay. I don't have one of those spaghetti or whatever type of machines everyone keeps talking about where you put sheets through, and yeah, I don't have one of those. Wish I did. But once we get our home, I'll have everything where I can work on it. Oh, Murgles. This is crumbly. And I'll need to get some Mr. Sculpey softener. So right now I'm using a baby wipe to kind of soften it, help me soften it a little bit. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but I am using a baby wipe to help me soften the clay. So it doesn't make a mess of my desk at the moment. So I'm using a baby wipe to hold it into shape and work. Yep. So the head looks good, but it's not perfect in my mind. Because I know I need to do the face first. Because the body is going to be easier to do. Because it's just long and lean and looking good. But then there's the feet. Oh, Murgles. And you thought I had a problem with the Manticore's feet. I'm thinking of using like some crystals to make the feet. You know, those teardrop crystals you do with the glow, not glow in the dark, but yeah. So we're getting there, working hard. So right now I am working on the basically to soften the clay. I'm just working hard on the clay at the moment because you have to soften the clay if you're going to work on anything. So now we're going to use my oils from my hand to go around and around and around and around and around and around to make it nice and flat. And then I'm going to go like this a little bit. And then I'm going to flatten it like this a little bit. And then I'm going to take this thing right here in the middle and cut it in half right here a little bit. And then I'm going to flatten it like this a little bit. Because remember, this is just the top half. So whoops, wrong way. Glad I found you. Okay. Pink. Okay, I'm going to use this that I don't normally use, but I'm going to use this as my push it in, tighten it against the thing, push it in, tighten it against the thing. Now it's getting past that turtle stage. And now it's starting to have like a, I want to have it like going down right here up to there. So it'll look like a, at the moment, it looks like an oinker now. Now it looks like an oinker. It looks like a pig. That's not what I'm after, but that is what it looks like at the moment. So I'm going to thin this out a little bit. Finally, my fingers are finally getting it softened enough. Okay, and then I'm going to do what you call a bridge like thing. Wrong way. Bridge like thing right here. And then bring it down to here. Then it doesn't look like a oinker. Sorry, I go very quiet. I'm right now concentrating. Oh, now it's starting to look almost like a dog's nose now. I can see that now. We're not after a dog's nose, but hey, getting closer. So the first section is to get the Displacer Beast face up and going. So we'll strengthen this part up a little bit in here. So when you're first working on clay, like I'm doing right now, it's not first working. I've been doing clay for about 5 times now. And I just had it in my mind to make the Displacer Beast. Is it even looking like the Displacer Beast? I don't know. But I want it to look like so the first thing is you want it to kind of look like a dog's snout. It's a cat, but it's a dog's snout. Start with the dog's snout and then you can build it up to the cat. The big cats. And I want it snarling. So I'm fixing it first to look like a cat's body. Cats are sleek. So far I'm doing okay. So far, this is what I've gotten. I do want to kind of cut it down a little bit, shave it. But this is what I've gotten so far. It's starting to look like at least a dog at the moment. But I will be working more on the cat look to it. But the Displacer Beast is like a cat animal. And I want it to have the jaws of that animal. So right now I'm fixing the thickness of it. If that makes sense. I want it to look pretty close to the cat animal first. Has to look like a big cat. So first things first, to get the animal to look like a cat at the moment, the head to look like a cat. I do like the angry look in this area right here. As you can see, it looks like it's angry. But I will work more on that shortly. But it looks angry. And this is the big cat right here. Now, I'm trying to get it. I mean, right now it doesn't even look like a cat or a dog. It looks in between. Sorry, one thing you gotta know about me is when I'm actually doing the artwork of when I'm doing my artwork and everything, I actually the biggest critic of my own work. So it's like it doesn't look right, or it does look right, or it's just now it looks like a little lamb. Oh, Murgles. What is going on? Why isn't this looking the way I want it? So, I mean, it doesn't look like a cat yet. It looks more of a mix between a lamb and a dog. Seriously. But it will turn into a big cat. Just making sure I got the nose. Let me study the big cat. Yeah, it will. It takes time. So I'm right now looking at the cat again. Okay. So I have it. It's supposed to be. Guess the big key is to make this part rounded and to look like a cat, big cat, and then bring out the thing like this. Like right here is where you want to have the flap of the cat, like right there. So what we need to do is bring it in this way. There's the look there. And then you need to bring it in like this. So bring it in like this. Bring it in like this. Bring it in down like that. Get in there. It looks now closer to a dog than a cat, but we can get it to look like a cat. We have to bring it out this way a little bit and this way out a little. Well, we did work on it on this side to bring that out. So we're doing good. We're trekking along. Woo! It's a lot to work on, guys. I'm trying to make the face of this Displacer beast first. And it does take a while to get it just the way you want it. So what I just did is on this side, if you look right here, now I haven't made it completely, but if you look on this side, I have it looking like this right here. Oh, I know how to make feline. I just have to remember how I want to make it. So right here, it has that little line right here for the dog or the cat that you're making. So I just put a little much of a thing right there, just so it looks like it's part of the dog or a cat or whatever you're doing. And then you bring this in like this a little bit. So what I need to do here is bring this into this section right here and this up into this section up here. So it's and then bring this down that section right like that. Now the thing is, I have to bring the little flap of skin. That flap of skin is starting to come on this one right here. I will have a big mouth right underneath. But the first part I'm doing is right here is the flap of skin. Are you seeing it sort of coming out? Because right here you can kind of see the flap of skin. So here's the nose. Here's the flap of skin. I will be making it snarl. So I have to do the same as I did on that side. I have to bring that flap of skin out. So that's what this next piece is. And this is just the face, guys. It's not the the other part. It all started first with the armature. See, here's the armature. I will be most likely strengthening it out when it comes out. But that gives you an idea. I learned this from a few different people who's been doing armatures and things like that. But I am actually liking how that flap of skin shows out. All I need is this flap of skin to go out like this side. So I'm not doing too bad. Part of me feels like I'm not doing well enough, but I know it's just a process right now. And yeah. I'm going to ask my husband what he thinks. He's right here. Jeffy. Now, it's not done, but this side looks closer to a panther's face. That side does.
Mm-hmm.
This side doesn't.
Not as much.
I have to fix the flap of skin over it.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the very bottom, I have to bring up the mouth.
A little bit, yeah.
So, yeah. But I'm doing pretty good for starting
it's
it.
Reasonable.
It's reasonable. It's not 100% good. But we're getting there. That scorpion tail, wow. That thing turned out so good. And it's for sale, by the way. That manticore that I made, I got the pictures, so it'll be up on and I am selling it for how much did I say I was going to sell it for? Now in Australia I didn't because you have to pay for shipping and handling. Yeah. Anyways, let's work on that flap of skin. I am very happy with how I've gotten so far. It seems like I didn't get very far, but I really have gotten far. And it's the thing. There's like little things you have to do first to make it more realistic, if it makes sense. So I mean that flap of skin, adding that flap of skin kind of helped it a little bit. As I was saying right here, you can see the little flap. You can see the little flap of skin right in that area right in here. So there's like a little flap of skin. I need to do the same on this side to have that little flap of skin almost perpendicular or close to parallel to that side. And that's what I'm working on right now. That little flap of skin. When it comes to my like I said, when it comes to my resin, when it comes to anything I do, I am very, what's the word I want to say? I'm my own critic. So this part right here, if I do it just right, will have that flap of skin. Yeah, I think I got it. So we're going to do the flap of skin right now. And you just work it in to fit into the thing. And maybe put a little bit underneath the skin just to bring it out a little bit more. Not that much, just a little. Sorry. Yeah. Want it to. What? Yeah, that's more like it. Yep. Okay, I got it. I got it working the way I want it to work. Think if I work it out just right, that looks good. You want it as equal as possible as the other side. And you want this nose to look just right for both of it. And you want the flap of skin to look just right. So you shape it. And as you can tell right here, it's pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. Pretty dang close. This needs to go up a little bit. And this needs to be less. Sorry, I go very quiet when I'm concentrating. I think we got the top part done. Yay! Look at that. Look at that part right in here. That looks like a definitely a nose, and I will be making it snarl. But first things first, I had to make it look like a cat's face. I think I did really, really well on that flap of skin right here and the nose. And the flap of skin right in here. Because right in here, we will be having a snarling little big animal. See, the difference between a dog and a cat is they're a little bit more pronounced in the face. Bring it in a little bit. Bring it in a little bit like that. And you bring this in a little bit like that. And you bring this in just a tad. This is just the top part of the face. And we are bringing that snarl. And you want to add a little bit of coloring of and you want to bring in that snarl. It is coming, yeah. Let's get in there. I think it would help if I had the eyes on it. So this part goes into a little bit of a flap right there. And this one goes into a flap right here. Let's go get a facial on it. You know, the eyes. So we can get an idea if we want what kind of eyes we want on it. What do you think? The eyes will help bring out what I'm thinking of doing and then fixing it up. I think that's the key. I need my eyes. My eyes, my eyes, my eyes, my eyes. That's not my eyes. It's in the other room. But I'm going to ask my husband what he thinks. I think he would approve of all the work I did on it so far. So I'll ask him.
Yes, you've been busy, dear.
I want to know his idea. If that's looking close
Let me have a good look.
Now that's only the top part.
It's just the head.
I'm in the top part of the head.
Yeah.
What do you think?
The jaws aren't lining up properly.
Hun, I don't have the jaw together yet.
Okay.
That's just the top part of the jaw.
Oh, I see. Nose and okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
It took you a little bit to see what I was doing.
All right. Okay. Yeah, you need a lower jaw attached.
What?
You need a lower jaw
Oh,
attached.
yeah, there will be.
So,
There will be, there will be, there will be. I'm looking for my eyes. It's not in here. Okay, my eyes are not in here. Where are my eyes? My eyes are not in here. Where are my eyes? I think the big key is to have the eyes in it. I think that will help build it up a little bit more so it actually shows you what I'm thinking of. That's not it. Although I wish it was, but that's not it. The Sherman World, not those other things. Let me think here. Where could I put my eyes? My eyes, my eyes, my eyes. Where are my eyes? No, you don't. Okay, my eyes is not there. Stop it. We're not doing that. I'm looking for my eyes. I have a lot of eyes I bought. But the eyes, I think it's turning out okay. Where did you put it? I need it.
ta-da!
I think I need the eyes. Once I put the eyes in, then you'll see what I'm doing. Because right now, it doesn't really look... It does look like it's snarling. Actually, it does look like it's snarling. And it does look like the head. But now I need to do the jaw. And the jaw is going to be even more interesting. It took me a while to even get the head done. I'm talking about this part done. But yeah, the jaw needs to be... I wanted this to look like a sleek Displacer beast. Needs to look like a sleek Displacer beast. I'm glad I had this black clay. That really helps with the Displacer beast. And then we'll just fix this a little bit. But we need to make the jaw part now. Let's make the jaw. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Whew. I did a lot there, didn't I, dear? That's not enough for the jaw. Might have to cut a little bit more for the jaw. Okay. So we're going to cut down. Woo! I guess that's enough for the jaw. That's enough for the jaw, I think. So I did really well so far on it. I mean, this part right here does look like it's snarling, but I don't know what I did with the eyes at the moment because we had, yeah, faces are intricate. And I want it to look like it's really angry. I mean, really angry. But I'm glad I did that flap right there and the flap right here. Because if I had not done the flaps, it wouldn't have came out right. Just checking the intricacy, making sure it looks like what I'm after. Has to come in just a tad. Just so I can see it. Yeah. Okay. Now for the bottom. So we can work a little bit on the day one. Yeah, it's day one. We've done. I just wanted to finish that part up. Oh, Murgles, it's all everywhere. I'm very happy with what I have so far. I think that face does actually look on the very top like a Black Panther. And the Displacer base is kind of like a Black Panther. So if you look right up here, it does look like, now it doesn't have its bottom part here, but it does look like a Black Panther. And that's the main aiming I had for this one today. It's not done. And I wanted that really crinkled look, like you have it crinkled, like you're angry. And that's, can you see what I'm doing here? There's a crinkled look. It definitely looks like a Black Panther. I think I did really well on the face. So we'll work on the bottom part next week of the mouth, unless I can get this done in less than 5 minutes. Less than 5 minutes. Okay. Strength. You have to have strength for this stuff. Now, I'm right now just imagining the Black Panther's face on the bottom. I kind of want to get that part done and then I'll get off. Just want a little bit of the jaw to give me an idea if I got the right amount of clay for this. So we have a little, no, I don't want to rush it, but I just want to just see if I can get the clay at least softened. I am loving how it's turning though. It has that uniqueness that I want. And it's supposed to be a Displacer beast. Is it done? No. By all means, no, it's not done. But yeah, I agree with you, Audie. I don't want to rush this. I just want to see if I can get the bottom half, or at least work a little bit on the bottom half. And I have about 4 minutes, so I could probably work. Now, I'm not going to have it all done. Yeah, black clay is really tough. And it gives it a sheen of what I'm after. So I'm not too panicked about it. You want to kind of thicken it, and thicken it. My husband's favorite animal is a panther, a black panther. So I mean, I think he thinks it looks really good because after all, he's a Black Panther person. He loves his Black Panthers. And as long as it looks like a Black Panther on the face, because that's pretty much what the Displacer Beast facial part looks like, is a Black Panther. It looks like a beast, but it looks like a big cat. I won't, Audie, I promise. I'm just finishing softening this clay because after all, the clay has to be softened before I can do the bottom half. You and you. Oh, I know. I know. Oh, I know. But I never had hand cramps per se. I used to massage. So, yeah. Hand cramps are the worst. But I know how to massage it out. So, okay, we got it nice and flat. Now all we need to do, that's looking good. So here's a black clay, and we want to aim it like this, and then we want to flatten it down just a tad, not too flat, but flatten it down just a tad. And then we want to visualize something, okay? We want it to have that look, that like that. Just doing a visual. So what we want to do is we want to pull it out a little bit like this, because what we're aiming for is a jawbone for the underneath of it. And you want this jawbone to look good. Now let's see. Jawbone. About here. Yeah, I think we have the jawbone. Are you seeing it? Oh my word, that looks brilliant. Wow. Wow. Now add those teeth and wow. I did it. I actually did it, guys. I actually did it. I cannot believe I did that. Cannot believe I made that. Now I'll have to strengthen it on the underside, but I have a plan. I have a big plan, and that did do a lot. I have a big plan. And that's a key. You have to do like a jawbone here. But yeah, that looks amazing. It does. It looks really proportionate, and it closes up. And if I go out just a tad like this, pulling it back a little bit, I can put the teeth here, here, and put the long amount of teeth right at the bottom and at the top. That looks good. Think we did the jawbone. Think we did. I like that. Good proportion. Okay, anyways, if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, please ring the bell so you know when I upload another video. And last but not least, please comment. On Monday, I will be doing gaming. I just had to have that 1 week off for the gaming because of my, my shoulder. But on Monday, I will be doing gaming. If you like my video, again, please give me a thumbs up. Have a blessed day. Shalom and many blessings. I'm so happy with how that's looking. So I might do a little bit of tweaking here and there until that day. But hey, I did the face or the part of the Displacer beast.
Yes, the head.
What do you think?
You need to push that jaw up a little bit more, or you're going to fill it with teeth.
Fill it with teeth.
Okay.
But I did really good because that looks really good.
Yeah.
That looks really good. Okay, see you on Monday. Many blessings.